Raising infants used to be a messy, infuriating, stressful, and thankless job. But now guns can help us make this important time one of peace, love, and happiness. Little baby Bang, you look just like your daddy. Oh, that cutie? You are, yes you are. Thanks to your excellent shooting skills, you are able to finish work early, allowing you to spend more time with the family. Many children grow up unloved and weird because their parents were too busy overworking and not smart enough to use guns. We've skipped forward from the breastfeeding months because we were told that exposed breasts are inappropriate. What a shame. We spent thousands on those props. Listen to that. Crying used to be a baby's only way to express itself. But babies of the future will be able to communicate using their guns as well. In time, parents will learn to intuit exactly what baby is trying to say with each gunshot. Young Bang is now old enough to eat soft foods. Let's prepare a yummy meal for the youngster. By shooting the food, we can break it down to make it easier for baby to digest. Yum, yum. Delicious. 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 This baby food contains key nutrients for baby's development, including milk, carbohydrates, and a sprinkle of gunpowder. Spicy.
Breaking news. Nefarious cat burglar on the loose. Several neighborhoods have been struck so far, with others no doubt in his sights. Eyewitness accounts confirm that the cat burglar will break into homes regardless of the time of day, even in broad daylight. Authorities advise that citizens should remain vigilant at all times to defend themselves from this menace.
A cat burglar? Oh, I bet it was that damn Mr. Cinnamon. I'm telling you, he can't be trusted. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want some unruly cat burglar creeping into my home. Home invasions and burglaries are more common than you think. Alarmingly, in the United States, a burglary occurs every 18 seconds. Chances are there's probably an invader in your house right now. Do you know what home invaders are capable of? Let me clue you in. They could steal your belongings. They could trash your house. They could sexually assault you and your family and then slit your throats. They could even kill your dog. That's why it's so important to make sure we're prepared. You see, the criminal who underestimates an armed citizen is the fool who ends up with a face full of lead. Ooh-wee, can you smell that? Like all Americans, babies must excrete feces. It is the sworn duty of the parents to dispose of used diapers and keep baby clean and happy. To clean up baby, we need to open up the diaper and dispose of her precious American poop. Made in the USA. Good job. Baby's bottom is clean as hell. By the way, it's common knowledge that anti-gunners did not have their diapers changed regularly. No wonder they smell so bad. Something is upsetting poor Bang. Does she sense a stranger in the house? Did you do that? There, Bang. It'll be okay. I don't mean to alarm you, but there might be an intruder in the house. It might be the cat burglar. Get your gun ready.
I made waffles, darling.
Oh, thank God. It's just Taylor. Oh, and she brought waffles. Now you've seen how guns can be used to raise and nurture young Americans towards a bright future amongst their fellow patriots. In addition, we must not forget the horrors of the outside world, where predators are always on the prowl, seeking to destroy the freedom and peace we hold so dear. Remember, the price of freedom is eternal vigilance and a well-stocked gun vault. And lastly, we've learned that surprise waffles are the best waffles. The gun industry sought to position the gun as a symbol representing all that is good in the world. Heroism, patriotism, liberty, freedom, justice. If we could convince the people that owning a gun was more than just owning a tool, that it meant being a proud American, being a force for good, and a protector of the weak, then there would be no limit to our prosperity. We knew we had something special on our hands, so we continued making more guns, better guns, and the money kept coming in. Our factories could now produce millions of guns each year, and each gun was eager to find a home. And so we found new ways to market our wares to the masses. We had guns for men, women, and even toy guns for children. We made an endless variety of gun models and attachments to fulfill the needs of every gun-loving patriot. Our guns embedded themselves into American culture and the media we produced. For role models, we need only look to the heroic cowboy, with trusty peacemaker in hand, or the brave revolutionary, reclaiming his liberty with his own weapon. The gun had become a beacon of hope in a hopeless world, one that was accessible to any American as long as they could afford it. We grew like never before. We used our resources to support our political allies, so they would support the industry and your right to bear arms. Our power and influence ran deep, and in time, we embedded ourselves into the American identity. We made America the gun country. What began as a simple business of selling ball-throwing machines became so much more. We turned our business into a culture, one unlike any other in the world. Only time will tell where the mighty gun will go from here. Families have long shared in the wholesome experiences of fishing and hunting, but in the future, we can combine the two for maximum bonding potential. We've arrived at Colt Lake, known for its crystal clear waters, lush greenery, and abundance of lively fish. Welcome aboard the SS Barrel, your father's prized boat. We'll be using the old Simpson rifle, perfect for shooting underwater targets with its high-velocity shots. You might say it'll be as easy as shooting fish in an SS Barrel. Ha ha ha! Whilst fishing is a leisurely pastime, as Americans, it is our duty to prove we're the best at what we do. So today, look there, it's a new fish. Rather than just catch any dumb fish, we're going for the biggest fish in the lake. Legend has it that a monstrous catfish, Sergeant Whiskers, lurks in the depths, waiting for a skilled fisherman's challenge. The biosphere of the lake operates on a simple premise. Big fish eat the small fish. By shooting small fish, we'll be able to lure out the bigger ones. With any luck, we'll eventually convince the legendary Whiskers to come out. Show me what you've got. I'm hankering for some catfish tonight. In the old days, people would catch fish using rods and plastic wires. What a bunch of idiots.
Oh, that's a slippery one, isn't it? What do you call a fish without an eye? FSH.
In this world, there's wow, that's a big one. One step closer to Whiskas. In order to things, just like in the food chain. There are the strong and the weak bow to the will to strong. But arming ourselves, we become strong and ensure that we won't be bending for anybody. Unless you're into that
Why
kind
not
of thing,
enjoy a
but
snack
that's
from
not
a
my business.
lunchbox? Where does a fish keep its money? In the riverbank!
Such a delicate balance between the surface of the water, millions of years of evolution leading to a perfectly tuned ecosystem. And yet now, we can float over it and blow the blazes out of everything. Yee-haw! Is that? It can't be. It is! The legendary Sergeant Whiskas himself! Is that? It can't be. It is! The legendary Sergeant Whiskas himself! This is it, my friend. You know what to do. Take down Sergeant Whiskas and turn him into the trophy of a lifetime!
Why is the fish so easy to weigh, huh? Because it has its own scales.
This is it, my friend. You know what to do. Take down Sergeant Whiskas and turn him into the trophy of a lifetime.
Why did the fish blush? Because it saw the boat's ball.
Be careful now. Whiskers isn't any ordinary fish. He's far more resilient to gunfire and has been known to ram boats and capsize. He's gonna jump. Watch out! Turn that catfish into cat food.
Well, actually, just leave the scraps for the
Cat and save the chunky bits for me.
What did the fish say when it swam into the wall? Damn! Good?
Be careful now. Whiskers isn't any ordinary fish. He's far more resilient to gunfire. Here he comes. Get ready. Aaron has been known to ram boats and yikes! He has no respect for the natural order. Capsize them. I'm inclined to think those red bulbs on Whiskers' body may be weak points. Shoot them for massive damage. Almost got him. Keep fighting. We're so close.
Why are fish so clever? Think about it. Because they swim in schools.
I'm inclined to think those red bulbs on Whiskers' body. He's gonna jump. Watch out! They may be weak points. Shoot them.
with his piano.
Breaks. The piano tuna.
Great shot! Yes! I think you did it! Thanks to your trusty rifle, we were able to find a...
Why do fish like worms? Because they're hooked on them.
Watch out! Sergeant Whiskers is carrying a concealed weapon! Well, it would seem we're in quite the pickle here. It's getting kind of toasty. You might want to do something about that. Quick, put out that fire! Well, that plant didn't exactly hold water. Looks like we're going under. As an American citizen, Sergeant Whiskers has a constitutional right to carry arms and defend himself. He exercised his right, as we all should when faced with a mortal threat. Concealed carry saved Sergeant Whiskers' life today, and it could save yours too. In this world, you pack heat or pack your bags. Before we move on, I'd like to pose a question to you. Would you have gone fishing today if you knew that fish had guns to defend themselves? Thanksgiving is a time when families come together to share bountiful meals and give thanks for the many benefits of American life, such as freedom, democracy, and the ability to purchase a shitload of guns. Hey, who does this guy think he is? We've got a Thanksgiving feast to pistol whip up. Get him out of the way. Good riddance. Anyway, where were we? Oh. That tickles. Hey, man. Glad you could make it. I'm just in the middle of prepping our Thanksgiving dinner, dude. Can you lend a hand? Come in. This is General Washington. Do you read? What is your sitrep? McTavish! Damn it! Thank the founding fathers you're here. The president has been assassinated, and in the chaos, communists have seized control of the barbershop. They are demanding a ransom of $12 billion, and that we hand over the body of the president. They claim that if their demands aren't met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear strike on our homeland. You'll have two mission objectives. Firstly, you are to identify and eliminate the communist leader. He may be disguised among the patrons of the barbershop, but can be identified by his sinister-looking eye patch. Secondly, you are to proceed through the barbershop and give haircuts to each of the customers. As the shop owners have been taken hostage, they are relying on you to ensure that their customers' needs are attended to. The hot zone is 0.01 clicks north of here, and the insertion method will be via cart. You'll receive new weapons from our ground infantry at regular intervals, and I'll provide tactical support via secure radio comms. Only an elite Special Forces commando like yourself is capable of completing such a dangerous mission. Your nation is counting on you, soldier. Before we proceed, you'll need to learn how to perform a tactical haircut. Locate the tango and aim for the head. By the way, when I say tango, I mean target, not the dents. This dummy's hair is in dire need of an intervention. A military intervention. Go on, liberate the hair from its head, soldier. Excellent work, soldier. That's a fine-looking American haircut if I've ever seen one. You'll be receiving ground support from the gunny squadron who will plant explosive charges on the doors in front of you. Reach and clear each room until you've completed all your mission objectives. All set? Commencing Operation Excessive Force now. It's gonna blow! Leader! You did it. We defeated the
Communists!
once and for all. Excellent work, soldier. However, we
Cannot rest on our
laurels. For the fight for freedom is eternal. It is only a matter of time until a new threat surfaces. Yesterday, it was the Nazis. Today was communists. Tomorrow, who knows? There will always be an enemy, and we will always need weapons to fight them. We'll make up our own enemies if we have to. Anything to keep the gun economy alive. For the life of freedom hinges upon the life of the...
Yes, yes. Yes. Même en gang.
The hell?
We find ourselves back at home, enjoying a quiet afternoon with the family. And look, it looks like Taylor's got a new bullet in the chamber too, although this one won't be due for another few months. kick back and enjoy some quality time with your good friends, TV and beer. Oh, hey, it's one of those gun shows. My favorite. Some say this is an unfair loophole for criminals to acquire unlicensed guns. But some also say that the moon landing was fake.
So,
Think about that. It was the morning of April 20th, 1999. And it was pretty much like any other morning in America. The farmer did his chores, the milkman made his deliveries,
the president.
bombed another country whose name we couldn't pronounce. Boring!
Do you want a safer alternative to your handgun? Introducing the Smartass gun, designed only to fire when verified by your fingerprint, and only your fingerprint.
Well, what about me? I don't even have fingerprints. How's that meant to work? Useless technology. Well, it looks like this baby jumped the gun. You know what to do.
Call an ambulance.
Okay, well, there goes that
Idea.
But fear not. We are the world's most resourceful people. We can handle this on our own. To the hospital. Get in! I'll take the wheel. You keep it up. This makes our hardware economically so all. While you might not be a qualified doctor, you've got the most powerful tools a man can carry. I'm sure we can make this work.
Okay. The baby's coming! Do something!
Push!
Dada!
Well, the second part was bad. Very bad. Une fois, on vient dans une ville, il n'y a personne dans la ville. Sauf women in the dairy. Qui remontait des docteurs.
We interrupt tonight's broadcast for an important message from the newly appointed President of the United States.
People of America, today is a momentous day. It marks the dawn of a new age, a second American Revolution. We, the people, have paved way for a new paradigm of thinking and being, one that leads with strength, dignity, and steel. You gave us, the American Rifle Association, the power to thrive and the support we needed to take the next step in our evolution. You voted with your hearts and your wallets, and we ascended to the summit of power. The right to own a gun should be universal and ubiquitous. Without it, we are all victims to tyranny and oppression. Not just by the government, but by gun-wielding criminals, madmen, and psychopaths. We are born as helpless lambs in a field of wolves. But the Second Amendment gives the common man the most uncommon of freedoms. Power. Within the cold, blued steel of our lovingly crafted guns resides sacred stuff. The power of life and death. The power of God. We must democratize this power. Give it to every man, woman, and child if we are to rid this world of evil. For only a peace between equals can last. We shall rally our loyal followers with our rousing speeches, weekly newsletters, and membership discounts to spread word. We give you the truth. We show you the horrors of the world so that you understand why owning guns is so necessary. We will remove all federal taxes and restrictions on gun ownership and concealed carry laws. Our freedoms will be limitless so that our industry can grow unfettered by the villains who would align against our liberty. Like a serpent consuming its own tail, the gun economy will feed off the fear and conflict that our weapons create, thus furthering the desire for even more weapons. We've created an unstoppable machine, an infinite cycle. With it, we will fill the nation with our guns, so that we may finally know peace. This is the ultimate gun factory that I promised to you. This is my American dream. Hey, what's the holdup? Switch to camera 4. My American... Oh, sweet Jesus, what the hell is that? Turn it off! Turn it off! Okay, how about I just show you myself? Behold, the gun factory of tomorrow. My American dream! We, the people, form the constitution of the greatest gun factory of all time. We are the parts of this grand machine. We give it life, and in return it gives us the most important privilege of all, freedom! Freedom to live our lives as we see fit. Ours will be a society where justice is upheld with a steel fist, where we push past the boundaries of so-called morality to lead mankind into a new age of progress. The weak will be left behind, and the strong shall rise to claim our rightful bounty. Allow me to demonstrate. Mr. Cinnamon, a filthy creature like you has no place in the new America.
Whoa.
Mr. Cinnamon, no! Useless chaff will be disposed of, and all that shall remain are the most exemplary specimens of life. Oh, this is no different to natural selection. We are merely giving Mother Nature a little push in the right direction. Well, even if it means pushing her down the stairs. However, we are left with one loose end. You, my dear friend. My invaluable partner. You and your guns have helped me to change America. And soon, the world. Remember Thanksgiving? Oh, I need to thank you. Because the person you disposed of was the greatest obstacle to my rise to power. Yes. It was you who killed the president. He wanted more than just a serving of Taylor's delicious baked potatoes that day. He wanted to cripple the military-industrial complex, destroy the arms industry, and in turn, annihilate your Second Amendment rights. He was an enemy of freedom. And so he was rightfully overthrown by one of the very citizens he betrayed. He proposed disarmament. But disarmament means death. Death of the United States and the death of liberty itself. His Confederation of Mutual Trust and Respect was a fantasy. Make no mistake, this world of ours is one fueled by fear and hate. The only way to survive in such a world is through strength of will and strength of arms. We will grip peace by its throat. Hold it high! The clenched fist of truth! The world will worship us. We will spread our guns to the furthest reaches and create the ultimate paradise on Earth. Together, we crushed the old tyrannical government, just like the brave soldiers of the Revolutionary War. Now I will be your new president. And I shall restore our strength, our pride, and our glory. However, when I look at you now, and the destruction you've wrought, it's clear to me now that I have created a monster. In this world governed by the strength of the individual, I cannot have someone as powerful as you existing alongside me. You are a threat to our peace that I cannot afford. And so, you must die, my beloved monster. Go on, gather your militia. See what good it will do against the might of my army. The U.S. military has evolved in ways you cannot possibly imagine. Will you die here as a patriot? Or will you live on as the bad guy with a gun? America is ours now. But this
is just
the beginning. I have a dream of a world where the American dream is no longer limited by our nation's borders. We are the epitome of human civilization. A model society that all should aspire to. Our influence extends to every corner of the globe and only grows deeper with time. Whether they love us or hate us.
Okay.
Art, books, books, music, or films. They will consume it with ecstasy. Our culture will be commoditized,
Drifted ceaselessly
into the minds
of the masses.
Together, we will become one
Homogeneous soup. A delicious
bacon-infused high-fructose corn syrup
enhanced
grease-dipping American soup. The great gun factory of America will enter the hearts and minds of all men. The people of the world will become as one, united under the morality of the gun. And at last, we will know a time when the lamb may lie with the wolf. One day, we will learn how to create entire worlds for people to inhabit and live our ideologies. They will learn to think and act as we do, and in time, the whole world will live the American dream, just as you are now. I believe in my vision of the future, and for it to come to pass, you must die. However, I also believe in power, and your freedom to exert that power against your government. So show me what it means to be a true American patriot. Let's finish this. You and I.
With all the money you've helped us earn, I've been able to
Purchase a few upgrades. If you want your freedom,
then
take it from my cold, dead hands. Pessimism wins
every battle. The dog move.
You belong in the ground. I've got the unbreakable constitution to defend myself. Here it I have the words of the founding fathers on my side. Pessimism wins every battle. Let me see if you bleed that same red blood of patriots as the rest of us. Pessimism wins every battle. Armstrong. You win. You've shown that with guns, you can achieve anything. I'm sorry. Sorry for all of this. I just wanted to sell some guns. I have a family to feed, and all those hamburgers and milkshakes just don't come cheap. So what if I bought a few yachts and mansions as well? I mean, they're just the simple needs of a humble entrepreneur. We sure had some good times, didn't we? Remember when we went to the carnival? Your wedding day, your firstborn child? My time is over. My legacy. You should have seen the look on your face. Just kidding. Well, what did you think was going to happen? Remember, guns kill bad guys, and I'm just a dog. Thank you for joining us on this magical adventure. Together, we've learned the undeniable benefits of gun ownership for the common man. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you've learned what it means to be a true American, and just how wonderful life can be when you're packing heat. On behalf of the American Rifle Association, I would like to formally thank you again for joining us in living the American dream. Until next time, friend.
Wow. Oh, that was something. Ja.